Everything is going like clockwork, Sam. The distribution valve is in the pipeline, and the coffee is in the ground.
How many acres?
Half an acre. It's a pilot project.
But it's still coffee. You didn't substitute something more wholesome.
I never welched on a deal. We agreed on coffee, and that's what I planted.
Good. Can you get it irrigated on time?
I know I can. I've got a secret weapon in that apprentice engineer I told you about. I want you to talk to her. She's great. Molly! Sam Dutton.
Hi.
Well, hello, Molly. Welcome to Okanko.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Dutton.
This project is dear to my heart, Molly. I need a cash crop by October.
Why October?
I made a bet with Walt over at Topotech. He told me that we couldn't grow coffee on a commercial scale. Margo says we can. I'm backing Margo. Family loyalty.
Well, let me talk to him. I wanted to plant corn, but we planted coffee so you could win this bet.
That's right. And I'd hate to lose to the old boar. I'm counting on you, Margo.
Well, that's all right, because I'm in a good bargaining position. If this distribution valve works, I'm going to be able to channel unlimited water to miles of farmland.
Not if, when.
All right, Sam. I'm going to help you win this silly bet. If I can plow the coffee profits back into my kind of agriculture.
Well...
Sam, Molly and I designed the system.
For Okanko.
Do you want it or not? We got him.
Well... Okay, you got me.
Hey, Mom! We're just gonna have to cap the line. We've got about 2 hours before the pressure builds up and it blows again. Can we do it?
We're gonna have to.
Nelson, would you take that valve off and cap the line?
Spin it up when I'm fun.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You'd be glad to know that we were able to cap the line and save the grazing land.
You figured out what happened?
I've been over these plans until I'm cross-eyed.
Maybe it's in the construction of the line.
I don't think so, Raymond. Molly is a very qualified, competent engineer. I don't think she'd mess up like that.
You have a big investment in that girl.
Huge. Well, if this project works out, we're going to be able to reclaim hundreds of acres of non-arable land. And we'll be planting something a little more useful than coffee.
Would you keep Molly on?
Of course. I can't pay her much as an apprentice right now, but our deal is, if the project works out, I'll hire her on full-time as an agricultural engineer.
Maybe you should be careful here, Margo.
What are you trying to tell me?
Molly wasn't there last night.
Are you sure?
I'm certain. In fact, she has a habit of disappearing.
Oh, boy. Really?
I can't go to Topotech tonight.
But Molly, you have no choice. We are desperate for money. This can't even be called a drop in the bucket. I'm serious, Molly. You have no choice.
You have to go now. I need to get back to work. may have tracked down the problem, Margo.
Didn't hold at the stress points, so we need to start all over again.
Yes.
I've got another problem, Molly.
We can talk in here.
Okay. You weren't here when the valve went in. Either I can trust you, or I can't.
I'm sorry, Margo. There was a family emergency. My sister's son. There was no one else to drive him to the clinic.
Is he all right?
A broken arm. He'll be fine.
Well, I wish you would have just told me. Oh, okay. Okay, look, we're gonna figure this out. Why don't you give the guys a day off? Then we'll get a double shift from them tomorrow.
We can make this work, Margo. I know it.
Why don't you stay at the ranch for the next couple days? It'll save you commuting to the village.
No, I couldn't.
No, it's no problem. In fact, could you pick up Rory and Jam at the crossroads right now?
Okay.
Then I could stay and work. All right. Oh.
She's late. Well, since we have a bit of time on our hands, how about explaining that geometry theorem that you understand and I don't?
Fine.
Okay? Because that way, we'll both understand it. There you go.
Thanks.
$2. That's what it cost me, and that's what it's gonna cost you.
Same price as tutoring.
Oh, come on, man. This is gonna be the third one I bought you today. I mean, where's your allowance anyway? You putting into some kind of secure retirement plan or what?
I don't have an allowance. My dad used to send me money, but I told him to stop.
Why would you do that?
Because there is no money. The village sent my father to medical school, and now he has to put 2 of my cousins through. The rest gets poured back into the clinic.
Oh, well, I guess the clinic's more urgent than your snacks at Cleese.
Everything's urgent in Africa. Haven't you noticed?
No, how would I notice? I'm just a white guy who's gonna inherit a Canco.
Hey, that's not what I meant. It's just... I get tired of living in a constant state of emergency.
That's how you see it here? A constant state of emergency?
It seems like we're always playing catch-up. I mean, my dad killed himself to become a doctor, and now he's killing himself because he's a doctor.
Well, I guess he doesn't have to put your cousins through med school.
Yes, he does.
You Rory?
Yeah.
Molly says not to wait.
How about a lift?
Sorry, I have to get back.
Well, my allowance is your allowance, and I'll remember that tomorrow at Cleese. No, I guess we're walking. Yeah, Mom.
Hi. Where's Molly?
She never showed up.
What?
She never called, she never wrote.
Just some mysterious message from a truck driver saying, "Don't wait for Molly."
She left the site 2 hours ago. Right, that's it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
Hey, Mom, come on. Give me those keys. You're in no condition to drive.
Well, then I'll need a chauffeur. All right, then.
Hey, just remember, whatever went wrong, I didn't do it, and to take it out on me would be...
Inexcusable. All right. Let's find out what's going on. Do you think I'm a good judge of character?
I don't know, Mom. What do you think of me, really?
I'm serious.
You mean Molly? I like her. I mean, everybody seems to like her.
She's incredibly bright. She came from a dirt-poor village, got herself a full scholarship to a good university.
Yeah, so, what's your problem?
She's not being straight with me. She's got another agenda, and it's affecting her work.
Well, maybe she's living in a state of emergency.
What? That's Molly's car driving away from the village. All right, let's follow her. But at a distance, Rory. I don't want her to recognize this Jeep. don't believe this. Do you know who lives here?
Walt from Topotech, Grandpa's friendly arch rival.
What on earth is Molly doing here?
Well, ever heard of industrial espionage?
No, Molly's honest.
Except for when she's not being straight with you, right?
Margo Dutton. Well, I'll be.
Molly? Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Come with me.
Okay.
This is my village, my people, my family. We're not lazy, but we're poor, as you can see. I mean, just 10 years ago, we were prosperous farmers.
What happened?
There were 3 seasons of drought, followed by 3 seasons of heavy rains. The soil just eroded.
Hello, Aunt.
Hello.
Oh, is this your sister's boy?
Yes, this is Muzi.
Mosey. Hi. What happened to your
I
arm?
broke it.
Oh, here you go.
I got a soccer ball.
Really? Well, let's go see it. Come on.
This used to be like Mandeva's village. Everyone happy, everyone busy. When I wanted to go to university, they invested in me and supported me. Hi, this is Zakele, my brother. This is Margo Dutton.
Molly's told me about you. How do you do?
She has told me about you too.
Zakele's been working in the Republic in the mines there. But now they've expelled all the foreign workers.
And Molly has 10 more mouths to feed.
Don't you have a degree in agriculture?
Yes, it would be useful if we still had debts to plant in.
I'm sorry, Margo. He didn't mean to be rude.
No, it's okay.
He's been mowing lawns the whole day. He probably made $10 or so.
Hey, this little guy's gonna be a star forward.
Why don't you take Muzi and show him how the radio works?
Okay, actually, I'll give Jam a call. He'd love to play.
Great. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Bye. How many houses do you clean?
5.
I don't understand this, Molly. You're jeopardizing the project, not to mention your future.
I thought if I brought you here, maybe...
Listen, I understand that you're feeding the village, and that's great. But there's a better way to do it. You have a degree for being the best and the brightest. Now it's time to use it.
Margo, you cannot promise me a job at Akanko. And I can't take leave of absence from my cleaning jobs.
But you know you have the job if this valve does what we think it can do. Because then I'll be able to expand the agricultural operation.
If... You know, when I was studying in London, my family never used to say if. They used to just send money every week. And do you really think I'd sleep well knowing that Muzi doesn't have enough to eat?
No, of course not. How about a loan? Now, just to tide you over.
No. We call that honey from another man's hive. The family will take care of each other.
Oh, Molly, I really think you're making the wrong decision here. Your village is poor, but it's not starving. If you sacrifice your career, then your family sent you to school for what? You're too smart to be scrubbing Walt's floors.
And then this guy Walt gives her a hard time. The guy has no idea, not a clue.
Well, lots of people look at sleep deprivation and see laziness.
Well, my mom's pretty shell-shocked.
Well, your mum knows what hunger in Africa is about. Why do you think she's so obsessed with this irrigation thing?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to know about hunger. I mean, we just saw a family in pretty dire straits.
Can you disown a father-in-law?
No, not if it's Sam Dutton.
Sam, the bottom line Dutton. His view of things is if Molly isn't carrying her weight, for whatever reason, we've got to take her off the job so as not to jeopardize the project.
What did you say?
Just before I hung up on him, I reminded him that there wouldn't be a new irrigation system if Molly hadn't helped me with the design. No wonder she works so well under pressure.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. She won't take a loan. She cleans 5 houses, and she's afraid to give up her job.
Well, if she misses one day, she's toast. Maids don't have a lot of fringe benefits.
Can't you hire her as a full-time engineer?
No, I can't. Unless I get those fields irrigated, I don't have a job to offer. And unless I have Molly full-time and wide awake, we're just not gonna make it.
Classic catch-22.
Well, I've got a brilliant idea seeping into my brain. You need Molly for the next 2 days, right? I mean, you either get that water to the fields or you don't.
Yes.
But she can't quit her cleaning jobs in case there's no job back for her at a Kanko.
I think I see what you're getting at here.
Why not?
Oh. Take a look at this. I think I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. Your resignation? Molly, I'm not going to accept this.
Margo, I've thought this through. You gave me an opportunity and I let you down. Now, what you're attempting here is very important, and I cannot ask you to carry me or my family.
What are you planning to do?
I thought I was different. But now it seems that my generation is not the one that will break through. The village will survive, and perhaps Smoozy will...
Hold on a minute, Molly. Let me show you something. Take a look at this. It's a standard Kanko contract appointing you to the position of agricultural engineer for all of our operations in southern Africa.
Is this because you pity us?
Molly, I have been working all night and all day, and I think I've solved our problems here.
Yes. I see what you've done. And it could work.
It better work. It's the difference between half an acre of coffee and hundreds of acres of crops that could feed people. I gotta get some sleep, Molly. Can you take over?
Are you sure, Margo? I mean...
Molly, of course I'm sure. Listen, I don't know anybody else who could finish it up for me but you.
Thank you, Margo. Thank you.
Well, it's now or never. All right, Raymond.
patent pending on your distribution valve. My guys tell me it's quite an impressive little gadget.
Thanks. They're right.
So, what's the prognosis? Do I get my cash crop by October?
Sam, there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
What?
Coffee doesn't yield for 5 years.
What?
But the plants are thriving, so you win on a technicality.
I wonder if Walt will buy that. I guess you were right about Molly, too. Offer her the job.
Well, it's been offered and accepted. In fact, she's standing right here. You want to congratulate her?
Hello?
Welcome again to Acanco. This time as a permanent member of the team.
Well, thank you, sir.
Margo tells me you come from a family of experienced farmers. Do you think we might get some of them aboard?
Well, I can certainly check their availability.
And Sam, if they're available, I'm going to hire them to plant 40 acres of corn.
Si muñeca